nervous
Nervous?
before we start?
A little bit. I don't know why.
Yeah. And I feel like
Today. Just today. This is the first time I got nervous.
me too. There's a little bit of nervous energy.
What's happening?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was just like doing it. It's like a little like not bad, not like stage fright or anything, but there is a little. I don't know. Maybe we're not as prepared as we.
Yeah, I
as we
think
take, not that we take much time to prepare, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. A little bit of nerves today.
Yeah.
We'll see what that
What
does.
is going on? Just
Yeah,
the two
yeah.
of us. Our cycles are. No. Yeah.
Oh,
Come here, baby.
worried about him. Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, you can throw that. We'll see if it knocks
Okay,
over any
go.
lights. Oh. It's gonna be.
Jesus.
We'll see how he does.
Okay.
I hope we don't have to stop because of his.
Yeah.
Hi. You want to come up?
Yeah.
How's life? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I am.
All right. Enough about you, so we can talk about me. No. Go back.
Yeah.
We've heard enough from you. You're fine. Nothing's changed.
Jesus. Of course something changed. I just want to share.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I want to share something.
Yes, because I do too much talking.
I met someone.
Yes, you
Yes.
did. Yes, you
and
did.
it's going really well. Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
like over a month. And he is
The real deal.
the real deal. He shows signs of normalcy.
Which
You
is a
know?
lot. Like, I mean, you
Yeah.
laugh at it, but like the real.
No, I
like,
feel
that's
really
real
safe,
thing.
and I have no bad gut feelings when I'm with him. And he knows all. Well, he's a mental health professional, so I think it helps.
Oh, free therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm therapizing
Yeah.
him.
Oh, geez,
I'm like,
so
red
helping,
flag,
yeah.
man. Are you gaslighting me?
Yeah.
I'm like, we talk about this stuff all the time, and we laugh a lot. So he's a sweet guy.
Like, in his past, has he had abusive partners, or is he kind of coming out of?
Talk about
Okay, fair enough.
his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
personal
We'll
thing.
bring him on, and he can.
Yeah, he can talk about it. He
Yeah,
loves
yeah.
to talk. For a therapist, he talks.
Good. All right. Open up his files. So we got Sam and Jane, and they.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's great that he's in that space
Yeah,
officially. Like, he's
yeah.
got formal training, real
Yeah.
life, like, on the
A
ground.
lot of experiences. He's good. Yeah.
I'm so happy for
Thank you.
Obviously, this isn't news to me.
Yeah,
But for you to
let's
be
just
able to talk
pretend.
about it. Oh my God, you met someone. Oh. Well, it wasn't that long ago. That
And
you
the
were
sex is amazing.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Just
That
to
happens.
help.
That's kind
It
of
helps.
a given.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. If the sex wasn't amazing, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. I feel
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Well.
hand
Yeah.
in hand.
Yeah. There's, of course. So.
But it wasn't that long ago that you were sitting there and you're like, I'm done. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I think that's when it happens.
Yes,
when
it
you,
happens.
you say like, I don't want to look for anybody, let it happen, like, and that's
And then bam,
bam.
Like,
Nice.
I got to meet him that one time.
Yeah.
I'm super excited
But
about
it was
like
really
hanging
short.
out.
Like we didn't get to interact,
Which
We
is
just-
probably
yeah,
good. Like,
yeah.
I feel like, not that I'm sure when we talk, we're going to have 1,000 things to talk about. And I'm super excited for him to meet my boyfriend because I feel like they'd have a lot. Like, I just feel like I'm
Oh
excited.
yeah, I think they could. They could get
they
along.
better,
Really.
'cause-
Yeah, they don't have a choice. All you have to kill them both.
That
and
or
then,
you're not coming to the cottage.
we'll kill them and then we'll live together and then happy ending there.
Either way, we're fine.
I don't care.
No, I feel
No.
like I mean I know sometimes I ask you like, are you ready to introduce them to kids? Or because like in my mind I've
so
got
many-
this little fantasy about like
We met
hanging out as families together.
on Boxing Day. We met on Boxing Day. Come on, like
I
what is
know.
that. Like it's so new. Like I'm just still been nervous about.
I totally get it. Like for Marty and I, we started dating in May, and the kids didn't meet him till September.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm right to be careful. Like if it doesn't work out, I don't want to.
Oh
just-
yeah. You
yeah.
don't want to put your kids in the
Yeah,
position of like
yeah.
getting to know someone and really
Yeah.
liking them, and suddenly like, oh, by the way, we're
Wait,
not dating anymore. It's
yeah.
like what? Like, yeah, you're taking on the role of. When you bring someone into your life, it's not just your life you're bringing them into.
Of
Yeah,
course, of course,
absolutely.
Yeah. So
No, it's
that's,
good that you're being careful. But I'm eager for you to go fast because it's like I love the idea of being able to do stuff as Because we do so many family events together.
Yeah. Oh, that I don't mind, seriously, but I'm not ready to have him in my house yet.
Right.
That's
a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Especially because your house is very open.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, I don't have like a back door. Or he can come from the window.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to call the
That's
police.
very romantic. You're dropping your hair.
He's climbing on my hair.
Well, that's the lovely thing about dating at this age too, is they have apartments, right? So
Yeah,
you go to his
yeah,
apartment.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's fantastic. But yeah, with my layout of apartment, I do have a back door, and my bedroom is back. Like, so that was
so
kind
it's
of
like
when I
you can just sneak in right in there, and your son is like here, and it's
we never needed to do that.
yeah. But
I think it
still,
helped because we were at that point when I started dating. And that's the reason I could start dating, is because we were doing 50-50 with the kids. So there was suddenly this week where it's like,
we can.
I have
him
nothing
over.
going on. Yeah. And like we can.
I don't have that luxury. See,
Right.
that's-
Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you need a back door.
No,
We're not going there.
We don't do that. We establish it from the get-go.
Save that one for the Patreon.
with graphics. Let's do this.
ROF. Yeah.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah. Good. No,
Good.
I'm so happy. Like,
Thank you.
Like, well, are you? You did another thing that you shared with me the other day, and I thought was so cool. And I don't know if you remember it, but the thing you found under your bed, and
Oh, that was something else. Like
not your dildo.
my on my bed.
No, under your bed.
My collection. Yeah, I was
Under
looking.
my pillow.
I was looking for one of my dildos.
And I found. Sorry,
No.
I didn't mean to make that icky.
I
You
don't
go,
know. Come on. From time to time, I feel like journaling, but I haven't done that in like maybe a year. So I was just clean up my paperwork and stuff like that, and I found my journal, and I was like, "Oh, this thing!" And because I wanted to write something about what's happening right now, and I found a list of things that I wanted to achieve. Like I just wrote.
Do you remember when did you write that
I
down?
have no idea. I didn't
Oh,
put
you
a
didn't.
date.
Oh, okay. But it was at least a year ago.
Yeah, because I haven't touched that thing in a really, really long time. I remember, like, I think I started writing stuff when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend.
The boyfriend guy.
And
yeah.
it was in January last year. So
Okay.
I think I wrote it at the same time.
Hey. We got company.
Who is this?
Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wrote a list like I wrote like this. I want to create a community, and I want to find people like my people, like meaningful friendships. I want my kids to be happy, and I want to find the perfect partner for me. I remember because I read it like this is the word I
It's
wrote.
very intentionally written
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that way. Yeah.
And some other stuff like I want to buy a house. I want to like have a little house by the beach. I've always wanted to have that, and I wanted to be independent financially. So
Right.
that's what I wrote, and I achieved like four of them already.
Wow. But you totally what
And
love about
I
this, so
swear
you
I
completely
forgot that I have
Yes.
done this exercise.
Yes.
And when I saw it, I'm like, what? And the words, like, I want to create a community. I'm like, who talks like that? Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, I said that. It's just weird.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I had a
Yeah.
similar experience. Yeah, where
Yeah.
like in my notepad, I go back and on my phone and I look at something. It was like all these like I am statements, and it's like, oh yeah, that's yes, check. It was like, oh, and what's fun is like when you do forget about it, it's not like this is something like top of mind every day. I'm building community. I'm finding my
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
whatever. It's just like you put it out there, you put it down, you start living your life, you start going. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not just enough to like write it down. You actually started taking steps. It's just like, all right, I'm going to put myself in situations where things can shift, right? If you're just sitting at
Exactly.
home
Yeah.
watching videos, well, it's going to be a lot
Not
harder.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Wow. And I found, because I used to write poems, you know, And oh my God, I found so much stuff. I found a little booklet with all the poems I wrote when I was going through a very rough time with my ex-husband in Dubai. And that was like in 2015, 2016. And I'm reading them and I'm like, hard stuff in there. Yeah. And some funny stuff as well. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you feel when you like revisit some, like, I have a similar thing, and maybe we'll get into it today, but I'm curious, like,
I feel like it's just, I'm so detached from that thing. That's it.
It almost
It's
feels
just
like another lifetime.
Yeah. It doesn't affect me anymore. I just feel like, oh, there's a woman who had lived that thing. And it's another chapter. Like, I don't even feel sad or like, oh my God, I was like that. And I was like, okay, I'm just
That
noticing.
happened.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that, like detached completely from it.
Right. I think about like how much pain you must have been in that moment to write that kind of stuff,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
and then to get it out, and then, yeah, I'm a big believer in writing stuff down. I mean, obviously, this is like a big part of most healing journeys. They'll tell you to get the stuff out, to break old patterns, you got to get it out. And writing it down is such an important key to doing it. So did you write stuff down again, or did you just spend the time?
I wrote some stuff.
Do you want to share it? No. Okay.
My vagina is itchy today. No. I just wrote like
jelly.
I met this guy. Just like to put
Little
it out there.
yeah.
Like kind of with the dates and stuff like that.
Just like a little historical record,
a
little marker that this happened. Yeah. That's awesome.
And I found poems from when I was like 17 years old.
Whoa.
Seriously, I haven't, like, I have like a lot of papers that I haven't touched. They were like in a suitcase, and I just opened them, and I like 1992.
Wow. And have you read them before, or this is kind of the first time since?
No. I've read them like maybe before I came to Montreal, because I had them in a proper journal with the lock and everything, but I just removed the pages because I had a lot of stuff, and I had even like I was journaling about some guy, and I didn't even put his name. And I'm like, who am I talking about?
Your own mystery man.
And I talked about wanting to leave Morocco.
There you go.
I was like, I don't feel good in this family. I just want to leave. And I was like 20 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, this version of you has always been there. Yeah.
Wow. Huh?
Yeah, the power of writing stuff.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get out of this country. That's what I wrote.
That explains why you got married.
Yeah.
You did it. You
My
did whatever it
ticket
took.
out.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So,
well, the reason I asked about it is because we've been doing the Bread and Beyond stuff. And the bread is it's an organization here in Montreal. We make sandwiches that go to homeless shelters. And then the Beyond part are these essentials boxes that when people get moved from, when they get lucky enough to get into government housing, in order to show up and not just be in an empty apartment, Bread and Beyond makes these fantastic essentials boxes, which you and I have been working on with them. And we volunteered to do that. And there's one for the kitchen, one for the bathroom, bedroom, cleaning supplies. Like, it's really cool. And but every time I do it, I'm just incredibly grateful. Like, as I'm doing, like, because with my story and what happened to me, I was almost a person who would have received one of these boxes. Like, I was right on that edge. I was one of the organizations that they work with here, part of the youth protection program here in Quebec, is one of the programs that takes in these boxes. So I very well could have, if this program had existed at the time, I could have been one of these women getting these boxes. And so I just, like, as I'm doing it, I'm always like, I look at it, it's like, wow, can you imagine like if this was all you had at one point, it was just like, oh yeah, I can imagine that there was a time where this would have been. So I would have been in tears probably getting a box of food like that and blankets, and especially they do such a great job of like matching stuff up and making it look
they
nice
make
and
it
not
like
just
sweet
randomly
and,
throwing stuff in. So it's like, so it brings up a lot in me, and like I thought I thought my healing was done.
oh,
I
so it's still something.
Yeah, I
is
don't know what happens. Like in the moment, I look at this stuff and I feel grateful. I'm not like breaking out in tears or anything, but just kind of like with you, like, oh, like one time there was a woman in my life who would have benefited from this. It's like that's not me anymore. You know what I mean? So there's an attachment. But there is a lot of it does make me so grateful for the apartment I have now, for having Marty, for having a good relationship with my kids. Like I just like it does bring up a lot of stuff that I'm grateful for. But then I don't know, when I get home, like for the last 2 weeks that we've done that, I get home and it wipes me out. And I feel so it's like I feel grateful. You think like feeling grateful, you'd be like, oh my God, I have this amazing life.
No,
and I do have this amazing life, but it's bringing stuff in me. When I get home, I'm just tired. I go back to bed. I get a little bit like, if I died right now, I'd be fine. Like,
oh no,
it's weird. It's weird. I don't like, and maybe it's just me needing, like, maybe I think there is more trauma in there that needs to come out. And so when I'm in that room, filling these boxes, remembering this time of my life. Yeah. Like, so
well,
I don't know.
You can't just wipe that thing out. It's like, okay, it never happened. I am another person. It's still something in you that's
I
because
think
it's not a year or two. It's been a long time. You went through a lot of stuff in a long period of time.
yes,
So that's just like not easy to. Oh
no, it's I don't want to be heavy and down, but it's like
but
it
it's
is
all right.
interesting about like I've done so much work on myself, and I've processed a lot of grief. There's been a lot of crying in the last 5 years, like really like getting in touch. And so it's like so you think like, oh, I'm good.
We want to hope that it's done. We really want to hope that.
Well,
you want to believe it. You want to believe that.
Well, that's usually what it feels like.
You know?
That's normally what it feels like. And then to be faced with this and then having these feelings and it like in the moment, it's like I said, like if it's not even like I'm emotional or it's not like, oh my God, like it's not raw that way, but there's still like some little box in there that needs to get opened and released, and I am trying to find it, and I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I just need to take bigger doses of mushrooms or because I feel like I want to be part of the program.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
you want to stop doing it.
Yeah. Like I think whatever's there, I want it to come out.
Yeah.
If
you have to
if
face
it needs to come out, it needs to come out. Yeah. So yeah, I just like, it's weird. Like at one point I was like in a really bad, it's so weird now. 'Cause as someone who's dealt with being suicidal in the past, like it's nowhere near like that, but I can kind of see like I don't know. It's anyway, so I'm just not struggling. I'm just
no, I understand it. No, don't say that. Why did you feel dumb about it? Come on.
I try to speak intelligently about those things, and I lose words.
You can't be intelligent all the time.
Well, no wonder
we're
I'm bad.
pretending. We're
I'm
pretending.
exhausted
No, but I understand you because I still have like one fear kind of when is the day I would go back home, and I keep thinking about it.
But you've been home.
No. But like after I stopped speaking with my sisters. And I know that I'm going to have to go back at some point because I want to see my mom. She's old and I don't know when. I haven't decided yet. But, I'm really, I don't know how I'm going to face them, how things are going to go. Am I going to be strong? I don't know. This is new to me. I've never done this before, like not talking to my sisters for over a year.
Wow. Yeah. and they're trying to drag you into their drama, and you're like making boundaries
Yeah,
and like not
nothing.
going for
No,
it. Yeah.
I'm not getting in there.
Yeah. And they'll probably have a lot to unload on you, right? When you're there
Well,
physically.
the thing is, these two, they're not confrontational. They're
they're more like behind the back kind of stuff. Well, then you'll be fine.
yeah, but I just the weirdness of it all is just gonna be I don't know. Anyway, I'm just sometimes I think about it and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. But you'll just have to just stand up and not that you have to face it, but you'll get through that uncomfortableness and it's gonna be icky but you'll get it on the other. And if they do feel the need to, because sometimes people who aren't normally confrontational, if you don't engage in the way they want you to engage, they can become confrontational. Like if you don't take the bait, well then their covert antagonism becomes overt antagonism, and then then you're just gonna have to be the bigger person.
Yeah, of course. Well, maybe I'll have the tools to deal with it. I feel like I will.
You bring a gun.
I'm just gonna. What a stupid
I'm
thing
so American. You can take the girl out of America, but you can't take the America out of the girl. Yeah, dumb.
Oh, no. Yeah, look at us. Hey.
Murder.
Suicide. Murder. All the good stuff
Poetry.
Today on this special episode of how to commit the perfect murder.
First, talk about it on your podcast.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was thinking I'm pretty confident I'm not going anywhere in 2024, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, I don't want to
just
go
like
anywhere.
laying low.
Yeah.
But my but I do miss my family already. I was just there, but my niece had her baby. My sister's grandmother.
When?
Just mid-January.
Oh.
And they're posting pictures, and she's so beautiful. And I was just like, I would love to meet that baby. Like, I don't want to wait a whole year without meeting that baby.
Come here. They never come here.
Not really. It's just so much. Like, there's like 1,400 of them, so it's like easier for me to go there than no. There's a lot.
Yeah,
being one of 6, and like a lot of them have like spouses or fiancés, or now there's just another generation of kids now. So it's just so much easier for us here in Canada to go visit them than for all of them to come up here. So, but I would love it. Like I'd love for my nieces and nephews to come and come to the music festival.
Like I've been here 7 years. Nobody has ever come visit me. Well, I know there was a pandemic for I went to Morocco during the pandemic, so they always like expect me to go. That's how it happened.
We are the ones who left.
Yeah. So they always expect you to go.
And my family was pretty cool.
And I'm tired of taking airplanes. Seriously, it's a long flight. It's 7 hours. It's tiring.
Non-stop though?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tired.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, but still, I'm tired. Like I'm tired of airplanes.
Yeah, we're getting old.
Seriously, I get that anxiety of flying now. I've never had it before.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that start?
I have no idea. I just don't like airplanes anymore.
And your mom gets anxiety, right? That's why she's.
Oh, my dad.
Oh,
both of them. They're really. But my dad even more. My mom, at least she flies.
Okay, but your
my dad never flies.
Never, ever.
He did it when he was younger,
okay.
But he started having a lot of anxiety and he stopped. My mom came to visit me here when I had Ryan, my first baby. She stayed with me for 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
2
she helped a lot.
months.
She was gorgeous. She was really helpful.
That's amazing.
She came before I gave birth and she stayed with me. She helped us move houses and
oh wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
She was really nice.
Yeah, you got to get back and visit your mom.
That's why my mom is a trooper, seriously.
Yeah.
I took her to the jazz festival. I was like this big. And I'm like, Mom, I'm tired. She's like, no, just one more time. And my mom is like, it's like rock and stuff, and she's wearing her Moroccan jalaba and stuff. It's so cute.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the one time she came. She's
To Montreal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
That's
2 months though.
Yeah.
Wow. My mom came. She's been here a few times actually.
Mhm.
She's been here like 3 times, but it's easy. It's like a 3-hour flight
Ah,
from Minnesota.
yeah.
It's not bad. 4 times. She came once. It's amazing. She came. She flew into Burlington, and then it was a whole complicated thing. She drove our car up. She came to watch my kids so that my husband and I could go to a friend's wedding in California. It was
She
really
came to
sweet.
babysit?
Yeah, really sweet.
Wow.
And she was here when my eldest was born. And then did she? She must have come after Manor was born. So things got weird then. So she was part of this church, this cult that I was left when I was 19. And then later, many years later, the business I worked for, and the reason I worked for the business because I met my husband through. That's one of the reasons I could leave is he'd offered me a job, and so I went. And then years later, there was this big lawsuit between the church, the cult, and our business, or my husband's business. So that created a lot of strife, and that's right where I was having babies. And so my mom was able to come to the first one, but then by the time my second daughter was born, there was so much drama, and the cult made her feel so bad about even having a relationship with me that she didn't come for the second one.
That's horrible.
And then because we were getting closer to the trial, which was happening that summer of 2004. Anyway, that's a whole drama. But yeah, there was but it was so great. Like up until that point though, even after so when I left, that whole "you're dead to me," and so we got through that, and then when I started having kids, we even a bit before we started reconnecting. Yeah. So yeah, and she loves Montreal, and my dad came up once, and my siblings have been here, but it's so much easier. I mean, than flying in from Morocco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
None of your siblings have been to your home here?
When I came back, no, none of them came. The first time they did.
Okay.
Yeah, when I just moved here and they came to see
a free place to stay in Canada.
the baby.
Oh,
yeah, and I had a big house, and
that made it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Hi,
guy.
whiny boy.
Hey. Stop whining.
Yeah, you sit there. You're so handsome. You're perfectly right there, but you can't whine. Here, how about this?
He doesn't want to move.
He wants to
Found
be a
spot.
star.
Yeah.
He's just glowing. Oh. What else is going on? What else?
What else?
Oh, I saw Poor Things, the film.
Oh yeah, so
good. So good. It's a beautiful film. Beautiful. Like everything about it. The acting, the sound, the music, the sound design, the cinematography, the typography. Like
I'll
they
go
just
see
put
it.
so much thought into every single. It was real, and the costumes. Oh my god. And the makeup, like the disfigurement. It's
pure
incredible
art,
balance of like beautiful and gory, and like there's a lot of surgeries and raw cutting of skin. Like a lot of it I couldn't watch.
Yeah, I don't like gore.
But yeah, so it's amazing that you could have and then still have this beautiful film with all this. Yeah, it's really cool that like there's still good art being made. I mean, and especially like in a big theater like that. I don't know if
have you seen the series she's doing, The Curse?
No.
She's in a very good series.
The actress?
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
She's doing a series called The Curse. It's really good. It's I don't remember the name of the guy who's doing it. She's doing it with, but
Yeah. We could spend 5 minutes guessing.
I'll take my phone and find it in 2 seconds.
Menopause brain.
Yeah. Fielderman or something. I don't know this guy.
She's an amazing actress.
Oh,
Holy moly!
And she's so funny. She has a great sense of
in
humor.
real life.
Yeah.
All right,
She
we'll invite her
doesn't
onto the
take
pod.
herself. Yeah. I think we'll gel really
someday.
well with her.
She can sit here like,
We just look at her like,
I was go see it if you can see it on the big screen. I don't know if that's, but it was beautiful. I was so happily. the word?
Surprised? Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like,
That's what it's been fun. Is like I don't know anything about any movie. I was just like, all right, let's just go. Like Marty says, yeah, this one looks interesting. All right, I'm in. And not always. Like sometimes it's like not great, but to like have one that just
yeah, you don't have any
hits a good.
expectations.
Yes,
and I don't
no
like watching
expectations.
like the previews of movies and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Right, like
I
I
just
want to
want
be
to
totally surprised.
Yeah, I want to like go and I have no idea what it is and I love it. I love that.
Yeah, I've been doing
Just to
that
be-
more and more. I
yeah.
used to look at the ratings, read the preview, listen to people on the podcast talk about it, and now I'm just going with like baby brain, like knowing
it's
nothing.
better.
I love
Even
it.
if it's not a great movie, but it's like, okay, I just had an experience that's all right. You know,
Yeah.
as long as you know, like maybe the director and the genre and stuff like that.
Well, that's what I like with Marty. He loves all that stuff. So I get, if he'll do the research, he'll find one. I just get to show up. I love that. That's nothing I love more than not being in charge.
Yeah, when you do that all the time, seriously, it helps when somebody else does some stuff for you. Because we're always managing
We're the
everything.
moms, like eternal mom role. Yeah, like more and more events that if I just had to show up, I love. Like to me, that's the best thing ever.
It's like when I'm with the guy I'm dating right now, and I go to his place, I have to be really conscious about not doing anything.
To stop yourself.
He's really happy to serve. He's like, I'm sitting. I'm like, I want a glass of water. I'm not gonna go get it. I'm gonna ask for it. Seriously, because I just want to relax, you know? And he's happy. He's like, do you want some water? Do you want a coffee? Do you want a tea or something? I'm like, yeah. Please bring me something while I'm sitting on the couch and watching TV.
But you're right. You have to like unlearn the getting up and doing it or getting up and then asking him if he needs anything.
Exactly. I don't want to do anything for
Yeah. Well,
for
no
him.
wonder
I don't want to do anything for him.
Well, no wonder this relationship's
It's
going
gonna
well.
work.
Yes. And he's probably happy to have someone to serve because he's never been in, he doesn't have kids, right?
No, he doesn't have kids.
He's not
so,
yeah.
So
Yeah, that thing I went to a couple weeks ago where I wasn't in charge and someone else, like that was just pure heaven. And that I host enough things. It's not like I'm completely like helpless, but the older I get, if I just can show up, bring my positive energy, not have to be the one telling anyone where to go, what to do, like, oh, that is
and even like that energy is finite, like finite. So I feel like I don't have a lot of energy left in me now. It's just everything is like
it's ticking down, tick,
like,
and then you die.
I have this, but like I see the battery going low and low, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit
It's like
down.
an old iPhone where it gets a little cold and it dies.
And it just dies. And I need to recognize this because before I used to just run out of energy. I was like still going and going and going. I'm like until you get burnt out. Seriously.
Well, it makes sense as a mom with young kids. Like if a toddler wants to be awake at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's.
Thank God we're done with that craziness.
That's what I feel like women who
do it
for whatever
later.
reason do later. It's like wow, but maybe because you didn't do it in your late 20s, early 30s, maybe you still have that energy reserve. Like maybe that's what our cellulite is for. It holds it's that backup energy that we burn off when we have kids. Because it's if I had to do that now, if I got pregnant, oh my God.
Yeah, because when I think about it, when I had my first child, I swear I used to take him with me everywhere. Like I used to go to the gym and take him with me to the gym because they had like a daycare in there. So you can bring your baby and there's a glass and you see like this lady, she takes it's fantastic.
Wow.
Here in Montreal, they had that.
Wow. So all the babies are there and
and then you're exercising
and your
and
kid
you can
just
see
staying at the glass.
You can see the baby. Well, he was a baby, like still like in his.
Oh, so he's just sleeping.
He's sleeping or he's playing with her like for an hour.
Okay.
Which is amazing.
That's all you need.
But I remember I'm going to the gym and I'm trying to lose weight and do all this stuff. And then I bring him and it's winter and I'm like doing it and I'm shoveling this. I'm like, if I had to do that now.
Yeah. Or when they want to wake up at 4 a.m. and you didn't get much sleep. you just got
Yeah,
to show
and they
up, and
come,
then
yeah.
they're the toddlers, and they're pulling stuff off, and you got to. Oh God, I think about the moms who had babies that age, like during COVID. They closed the parks.
my
You couldn't even take your kid to
Yeah,
a
to the
park,
park.
and that you
No,
couldn't do play dates. Daycares are closed. Like
that's
yeah. I mean, our kids were old enough to like be on their computer all day, which
Yeah.
they're doing anyway,
Yeah.
right? So their life didn't change really much at all. But people who had toddlers,
Toddlers,
like
yeah.
newborns, one thing, but the toddlers during COVID, like my heart goes to every single
Yeah.
mom and dad who had to deal. Like that
That's
had
another
to be
level
brutal.
of especially if they
Yeah.
have small apartment.
And then for the
it's
kids,
just
like that's an important age to
Yeah.
like learn how to interact with other kids. And like if the few times they were in a grocery store, everyone's wearing masks, so you don't even get to see expressions
Yeah.
and learn how, like that. I don't know, like the damage of quarantine and all that stuff. Who knows what the long term effects are? But yeah, a whole generation of kids who missed out on
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
socialization
Yeah.
when it's pretty important. Yeah.
getting yeah.
They closed the dog park. He was funny
Really?
when we would go on walks, he would pull me to the park and the doors locked, had a sign on there, and I would read it to him. I'm like, we can't go.
You read it.
But yeah, like I mean, we didn't know.
It's like he's blind and you have to read the signs.
I'm blind, but he would drag me, and I would just let him go because we had to walk
Aw.
somewhere. But then we'd get there, and like they wouldn't.
But you know what I used to do? We used to drive outside of Montreal and go to all the big national parks. They were closed, and we just jump the
Wow.
fence with me and my boys, and we get beautiful long walks there. Spend the whole day there, and then come back.
You
home.
think they'd see your parked car and wonder what was going on, but
There
No one
was-
cared.
Nobody cared. Nobody was there. Like sometimes you meet one or two people who have
we're
done
doing
the same
thing.
because we were like, no, I'm not gonna sit here in this house forever. I needed some exercise and some fresh air. And the best thing for me is like I take my kids and I go to those parks.
You're
And it
such
was
a
really
rebel.
nice. It was
Yeah.
really nice. We've done it many times.
Is that when you guys started hiking? Because we've gone on a few hikes. Your kids seem to be into it.
It was no, I don't
You
know.
were
it's
into
just-
that before.
Yeah, I did hiking before, but
I
it's
am-
just it was really good.
You're
We were
such a
out
rebel. That was an act of rebellion. Is going on a walk in the woods.
Nobody was there. It's like the guaranteed not to catch any COVID or
Yeah.
anything.
Wow. God, we were wiping down groceries back in the
I
day.
know. I wash
Yeah, but
everything.
I think they thought like animals could pass it to each other. So I don't know. It's a wild.
I used to
I
wear
don't wanna get
gloves
into it
in
too
the
much.
supermarket.
Mhm.
Now when I think about it,
I still sometimes find I'll have pockets and I'll reach in and there'll be
mask.
a mask. Burn it.
The things we went through. When you think about it, and the absurdity of it, like you go to a restaurant, you remove your mask while you're sitting and eating.
But if you
And
stand up,
then
you
just to go to the bathroom, you have to wear. And we're like, yeah, that makes total sense because we're all idiots.
or the plastic dividers that are hanging.
No,
We're such idiots.
the
I know.
social distance and then queuing for hours to get like something at the store.
Remember
But
the lines at Costco? Standing in line with their
Yeah.
cards.
It's
Yeah, only let a few people in at a
insane
time.
times, huh? Nobody knew what they were doing. We were just swinging it. Like
The
yeah.
one redeeming thing is I feel like as a collective, we wouldn't allow that to happen again.
Yeah.
I
Hopefully.
I know, but then I say as I
do
say
we
that,
learn from our mistakes?
I
Humans
know.
are not that.
because like of all people, I had a healthy not suspicion, but like I wasn't like the rah government. I trust, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't that person, and I was very skeptical of government and government control. And I was politically aware during Occupy Wall Street, and like I saw the corruption and all. I was aware of all that. So it's like I knew the government wasn't the most benevolent force in the world, and in fact could often be a malevolent force.
Yeah.
But I got vaccinated. It's just like, what was I?
Yeah, but for me, it wasn't that. It was just like, are they prepared for this? think they were just winging it. I didn't even think about it as a malevolent thing, but it's more like unprepared thing.
Or
and
just
they
kind of winging it. As
Yeah,
they're
they're winging it
guessing.
as it goes. Like, okay, let's do this now. And then,
Masks are good.
Yeah,
Masks
yeah,
are bad.
Yeah,
masks are good again.
Yeah,
Like-
and like curfew at 8. Like, what is the point? Like, then see, they were just like, and we're like,
I know, but at the
okay.
point where you can walk into a restaurant with a mask on, but as soon as you sit down, you could take it off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh God.
It's like, this is just nonsense. This is a lot of nonsense. But I felt like, at least here in Quebec, people are like, they follow the rules and they were not a big hoo-ha about it. And I felt like
Well,
safer.
that's what I mean.
I felt
was
safer.
following the rules. I
Yeah,
was being a good
yeah,
girl, and,
yeah.
and they completely suckered me in because it's like if you don't get vaccinated, then you can't go to restaurants. You can't go. Like I want
And
to
you
get
have
my
to
life
show
going
that.
again.
It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
not
it
only just
was
show.
weird.
It's like a national system.
Yeah.
Like you could. Yeah, I mean, in some
Yeah.
parts of the world, people were faking this stuff, but you couldn't do that here. Not that I know anything about that.
Yeah, I had to travel a lot. I traveled a lot during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Empty flights, man.
I gotta get vaccinated. So
Yeah,
I
no,
did
I
it
did.
twice. Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna
Yeah.
get pulled down.
What?
You're not allowed to talk
Because
about
we're
vaccination.
talking about.
Isn't that weird? You can't
vaccine.
even talk about
You're
it.
gonna flag us now?
Probably.
Oh.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. This podcast.
Oh yeah, we got like we're criticizing the government. Yeah, freedom of speech is dead. I'm gonna get
No, I
canceled.
guess what we need to say is this is what I hear all the YouTubers say is that the vaccine is safe and effective,
Mm,
and it's a good thing we all got it. Like this
Yeah.
is what we're supposed to say.
yeah.
It's crazy. We
Yeah.
live in like Soviet Russia. It's like we might as well be in North Korea. Like everything we've heard about North Korea, about how they had to lie and how you said everything's fine and that's all good and you don't question. You can't use certain words.
Mm.
That's
So
us,
here we
baby.
go,
Here we
yeah.
are, baby. All right, this definitely
I gotta
Getting
cut out
pulled
like
up.
half of this podcast is going in the toilet.
Yeah.
Let's
Suicide,
talk about
murder.
Makeup. What kind
Or
of brand?
celebrity gossip.
Yeah,
that will get us back on the algorithm.
You know that Jennifer Lopez is. What is she doing anyway?
Oh, no.
Hey, we
Not
went-
winning Oscars.
did we talk about Madonna?
We have not talked about Madonna.
Madonna. We could talk about Madonna.
What? There's not much to say. Oh, we got to see her show.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You
That was
know
fun.
what? I think we talked about it.
Not on the pod.
Yes,
We
I
haven't
think
done it since. Wasn't it?
last week. Yeah, I
It was
think
more than last week. Oh no, it was just last.
I think we talked.
No, we
I
haven't.
don't understand.
Oh.
I forgot. Okay, let's not talk about Madonna.
Yeah, so we met Madonna, but I
Yeah.
think we've already talked about it, so we're not going to talk about it.
She was nice.
Yeah.
We could look at her in the eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the story is about working for her. Well, what was funny is that whole, like, what time does she start? The start time. And they're like,
Nobody
never
knows.
Nobody knows. And then,
Yeah.
like, 2 days later, fans are, like, suing her. It's like, oh, shit. Well, this is what happens when your audience is a bit older.
Yeah.
But they were saying that it becomes problematic when if you start too late, if you live in a city where you're relying on public transportation because you're not
Yes, yes.
if everyone drove to a Madonna concert, there'd be
Nobody
no
cares,
parking.
yeah.
So you need to take public transportation. But in cities like ours where it shuts down at at a certain hour.
Midnight, yeah.
Can you imagine like we're needing to take a
They
so
need to
at the
take an
end of the
Uber
show, and you
instead of
paid like $800 for
yeah.
this tickets. It's
Yeah.
like it's not like you're just gonna skip the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see why fans would be upset. Anyway, for us, she started great. She
yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she gave us a good show.
Yeah.
For what we
Oh,
saw.
what
Amazing,
a performer.
yeah? And
Amazing
she was
performer.
singing. She was not lip syncing.
And she was moving.
Yeah.
And some of the little between act transitions were a little cringe. But
Yeah.
honestly, for someone like you can tell why she's good at what she does. She's like, or she has the amount of success she's had. Like she's really good at what she does, or she's good at picking the people. But that's part of her
who
job.
work with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
choreography.
She get the best people.
The
She can get
stage,
anyone.
That
you know?
stage was insane.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Especially in Montreal, like in the stadium that's not a huge stadium.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, they designed
Yeah,
these to fit
yeah.
a certain size. Yeah. But like that piece that went around, and then the fact that the stage wasn't just, it was like
Yeah.
catwalks throughout the whole ground.
And the
So
boxing
cool.
rings that all, that was
What, that thing
beautiful.
where she was like floating over.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine being 65
5
years
and
old?
floating in the air. I'm afraid of heights. I would never do that. Seriously, even if I have a harness, I couldn't do that.
A harness?
What is that? What is
It's a
it called?
noose.
Noose? I went. She had it on her back.
No, I mean, she's either that, or a part of me is like, is that a stunt double?
No, I
Like,
think it was
because
her.
really her.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
It's her. It's her.
Every other night she's up there. That's amazing. Like
Well,
she knows how
that's
to
why
put on a
I
show.
love Madonna. Seriously, I've always liked her.
Yeah, you knew all the songs.
I know all
I
the
was
songs.
super impressed.
I'm a Madonna fan.
Yeah.
Well, not the person, the artist. I really love her stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to her, so.
Yeah, she was incredibly influential. Like
yeah.
the whole generation of kids or women especially were very empowered by her. So it was a cool thing to see. I never would have bought tickets to that, but it was
Yeah,
fun
me
to get a
neither.
little taste
It's too
of it.
much. Like,
Yeah.
Spending
Beautiful show.
$700, $800 for a concert. It's crazy.
That woman
Seriously.
who was sitting behind us. Oh my god.
I think she had a bit too much to drink or
She
something.
was a mega fan.
Oh my God. Like, she's like, Madonna is like, I love you. No, I love you.
At the most quiet moments, she's just screaming like a maniac. But I love part of those. Part of being at those events is being around the fans who are diehard fans. So like, kind of get that, like, just to see what that's like. Because I don't think there's a single act in the world where I'd be considered a mega fan, right?
Yeah.
But Madonna's got a lot of them, and we met a lot in the VIP.
Yeah.
But then to have this fan sitting behind us up in the nosebleed seats, and just her enthusiasm was like, all right.
She must have saved money to come there.
She
or
was having a
something.
good night.
Yeah.
She was totally into it.
Seriously.
We had two shows going on. We had the Madonna show and then
The
this
lady
fan
man.
show. And we were laughing more at that.
And
We
she
had
was
like a comedy
at some
show
point
between.
She said she's gonna get it. She's having an orgasm, and she was like, oh.
Perfect timing. It was so perfect. Yeah, that was fun. I'm
I
so
had a
glad I
great
got
time.
to do it with you. That worked out perfectly.
I know.
Yeah.
With our kids on top of it.
Yeah, I don't think they were enjoying it.
Ah,
as much as
Ryan's
we were.
not. It's not his cup of tea.
He'll get his show. He'll get his show.
Yeah. So,
All right.
All right.
We did
it. I know. It's like.
It's already becoming like an obligation. Oh,
No.
we finally did 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
two-
All right, we did it. Woo!
Today we have the energy is different today. I feel
Yeah,
right.
We did all right.
Yeah.
We did okay.
Okay.
Now
Love
we
you.
just got I love you. I love you so much.
I love you so much too.